Okay, here's this happy puppy story I've been telling everybody about. Y'all are kind of lucky because I've been putting off doing it for a while, a few days. So I've been like edited this quite a bit in my mind. So I'm gonna shorten this sucker up, get to the point. So I got a lot of political stuff to bitch about later. Last week, a good friend of mine, good boy. He's like running around with my young'uns, when they were little, and he's I call him a friend. He's a good guy. Him and his wife, they raise Rottweilers. His wife is like the Rottweiler mama freak, crazy about them. 110% guns out. Patriot Rottweilers on Facebook. Search for Patriot Rottweilers, Paris, Tennessee. He's kind of freaking a little bit because they got a mama dog has been like ain't been seen for a while. She's got like a litter of puppies, week old. Little Cleo's missing. Well, she ain't little. Cleo's missing. I sent him a message and I'm like, hey man, send me a pic of Cleo. I got a bunch of bored kids tearing up the back room of the house over here. I'll send them out on a search party. He lives like 5 or 6 blocks down to the south of us over here. And I'm like, we'd be glad to help out. He sends me a pic. I show it to the kids, show it to the neighbors. They like gung-ho. They ready to go. They take off. It's about 140 shades of hell past 209 degrees outside. So they take off and they go out looking. Here in a little while, which I expected them to be back in about 5 minutes because it's hot outside. But they was out for a while. And they showed up back at the house looking for their big water bottles from school because they want to get some ice water. They're going to go out and look some more. They done decided they're going to find this dog. About the time they get ready to take off, I hear from Scott. And he's like, we found Cleo. She's home. Saw the girls or heard the girls or something out hollering, calling for her and stuff. Tell them I really appreciate it. Thank them from the bottom of my heart, Amy's heart. I really appreciate them getting out, making an effort to find her. And I'm like joking around. I'm like, yeah, well, that's, no problem. Just, give us a half-price dog one of these days or something. Girls are like happy. They don't have to get back out in the heat. And they did. They looked like drowned Muslims. I mean, they was all red in the face, sweaty, hair nappy, and I mean, it was hot. They'd been out hitting it. A little while later, like 20, 30 minutes or whatever, I'm laying there, I'm watching the news. And JC, my youngest daughter, she comes bolting through the house. She's like, Daddy, there's some guy out here. He's trying to get us to get in the car with him to go get ice cream. Now think about that for a minute. Daddy, some guy, I don't know who he is. He's trying to get us to get in the car with him. He's gonna take us to get ice cream. So I wrecked the slide on the 45 and go through the damn door just like a bullet myself. And I go walk out there and it's Scott. And I'm laughing and he's like, damn, what you gonna do, shoot me? And I tell him, he's like, man, listen, he said, I really appreciate you girls. He said, Amy, really appreciate your girls getting out and looking, she's home safe and all that, but we just want to kind of give them a little reward, take them, go buy them some ice cream somewhere. Cool off. It's hot outside. I'm like, I appreciate it. We're going to eat supper here in a little while. They enjoyed the adventure and all that stuff. They was on a mission. They was into it. And, don't worry about it. You don't owe us a thing. Don't owe them nothing. They was happy to get out and do something. And then we talked for a little bit. And we was talking about dogs. And anybody keeps up with us, here recently, for a couple of months, the girls were responsible for taking care of a couple of big dogs in the house, and they'd done a really good job, and I was bragging on them about that, and I told Scott, one of these days, when I get to where I can, I'd love to get them a good dog that would protect them, protect the home, and all that stuff, but, one of these days it's going to happen. like everything else in my life. One of these days we're gonna be able to do it. So we shake hands, love you, see you, whatever. I go back in the house and I'm sat back down to watch the news so I can get mad again. He sends me a message, hey, I'm getting ready to stop by your house. I'll be there in 2 minutes. I want to show you something. So I like, get up, go outside, look out the door. He's pulling up my driveway already, like in a minute. He gets out of his truck and he got a Rottweiler puppy on each arm. And he's like, where's your kids at? Go find them. He said, I want them to come pick out one of these puppies. But the first thing in my mind was, I was like joking. I said, you know, a half-price puppy or something like that. You know, and I'm like, man, Scott, I said, I appreciate it. I said, I can't afford no damn dog, man. I can't buy no dog. If it was a $5 dog, I can't afford it. So, anyway, him and his wife were so happy with Jordan and JC that they decided that they wanted my daughters to have one of these dogs. I'm shortening this thing up a whole bunch here, but anyway, long story short, the dog, you know, the girls, they picked one out. Right now, the Blankenship house has got a registered, pedigreed Rottweiler pup. She's a female. We finally determined her name was going to be Artemis, and they call her Artie. And she's amazing. She's fantastic. I'm already like super impressed with her. Super impressed with the kids. They doing an amazing job taking care of her. And I want to thank Scott Crouch and Amy Crouch, Patriot Rottweilers. You know, y'all did what you did wasn't necessary, but I mean, these girls right here, man, that was a huge gift to them. That was really important to them, and it came to them at a very important time. Anybody that's interested in a Rottweiler, y'all get in touch with Amy, get in touch with Scott. God bless them, they're good people. I'm so proud to call them my friends. So proud to call them my people. I'll leave y'all alone. Peace out. Support Unforgotten MC's Adopt a Vet program locally too, by the way. Good people doing good things. Love y'all. Have a great weekend.